Yo, what's up, YouTube? I want to upload this video tomorrow, but I want to just do a little part 4 to my whole series on autistic sexuality. And I want to just say this right now. In this video, I want to just break down two things. I want to break down penetration, and I guess I could talk about fluidity, sexual fluidity, if that's a right term to use. So, for one, I know why my channel won't ever, get monetized. I know why I won't. Well, I don't want it to, but I know why I'll never get big, because I talk about things that people just don't want to acknowledge. I'm gonna tell you straight up: autistic men do not penetrate. Most 95% of autistic men don't penetrate. The movement feels very awkward. The sound. Let me break it down like this. Yeah, autistic men don't penetrate. The movement is real awkward. The motion, just the way it looks, is real awkward to a lot of autistic men. So this is why a lot of us either are asexual, or if we are in relationships, we're not engaging in penetration. And I can tell you, literally, there are a lot of things you could do that doesn't require penetration. And it's a lot safer. You don't got to worry about, having kids or anything like that. But with penetration, like I said, it's just something we're not comfortable doing. All I can really tell you is it's just the movement doesn't look right. It just looks weird. And depending on who you are, to make the sound that you have after you're done doesn't feel right either. A lot of people can agree with me on that. So you can't expect people to engage in penetration. But like me, everything else is rather enjoyable. I actually enjoy it more when anything other than penetration I enjoy. Now, to be honest with you, out of all of my encounters, like sexually, I probably only penetrated, because I'm trying to think, maybe 5 times. Because every other time when I was with a girl, I would always just ask her to do this for me. And another thing about it was, not all of my encounters were not like, it wasn't a lot of a connection there, for one, with that person. Wasn't much of a connection. And it just wasn't too much like it. Like, let me put it like this: I wasn't really attracted to the encounters that I had that weren't that great. I was just trying to have somebody just touch me so I can just get off from that feeling for the rest of the year. But penetration is something that we don't do. Now, all I could tell you is, this may apply to some other autistic people, but you may also be very considerate to the person you're in bed with, or hooking up, or dating. So, let me just tell you, being a man, we sweat a lot. We do a lot of things, man. Like, we sweat under our legs. Not trying to be too gross, but we sweat under our legs. We sweat under our arms. We sweat some on our chests. Some of the foods that I eat, man, sometimes when I eat them, and I changed my diet up recently, but when I would eat a lot of sloppy foods, I felt like when it was hot outside and I would sweat, I really felt like the foods were like literally like when my chest was a little bigger. It still is big now, But I felt like when I would eat this vegetarian bologna, I just felt like I could like just pour like squeeze like milk out of my chest after I would eat that shit. Cause it would give like a smell. It smelled just like the bologna whenever I would sweat or pee. But we sweat a lot, so I'm not comfortable. No matter how much I wash myself or spray down there, I'm just not comfortable having a girl go down there on me when I know how dirty I was 2 hours ago. Because it's like with girls, they have soft skin, they smell good, they shower, they don't sweat like men. So anything you do to them, you don't feel like it's nasty because the way they are, like they don't have to go through the stuff that we do. They don't smell like we do. So I wouldn't want to put anybody through something like that. I wouldn't want to have them do that. And plus, it's just like let me tell you this. Another some advice too is if you are dating somebody autistic or you're hooking up with somebody autistic, don't do anything that they don't expect you to do. Like, let me tell you this. So, I've had things done to me like I wasn't expecting to happen, and I enjoyed it. But sometimes you may not be expecting something, and it may cause you to freak out. Like, imagine if that person wants to wear condoms the whole time, and you do something to them that's unprotected. Something like that, don't do. But if you know it's safe and they don't really expect you to do it, go for it. But just make sure that it's something that they may enjoy. Don't do nothing that they're not expecting you to do. Like, that's harmful, you know. Now, the only time that I wasn't having sex was 2018, 2023, and 2016. That's for 3 years. And for 2 years of my life, I identified, well, not 2 years, from 2016 to 2017, I identified as asexual because I just felt like I wasn't interested in sex. It didn't really bring me any joy. It's like not arousing to me at all. At the time, it wasn't really something that I found to be exciting. Even told my dad that I don't have a sex drive. I felt like I didn't have a sex drive. So I identified as asexual, and let me just tell you, being autistic, I'm naturally attracted to women. That's a natural thing. But the question is, what am I comfortable with? Who am I comfortable with? I'm not comfortable with everybody that I see. So that's something you got to understand. Every autistic man is not comfortable with everybody. So just understand, I was talking about sexual fluidity. So if you're autistic, but you may develop like feelings for somebody that maybe is the opposite sex or whatever, and you may want to like have a sexual relationship with them, but you don't feel comfortable having sex, that's fine if you do. You just may, if you choose to label yourself, you may just like that person, and there's nothing wrong with that. You may just like who you're with at the time. But I always tell you, don't think too much about it. Don't think, and this is just all like an advice video, but don't put too much thought into what it is you're doing. Because ask yourself this, and I don't even do this. When you are having sex, you're not talking about this kind of shit that I'm talking about in this video. You're not talking about it. You're just having sex. So don't put too much thought into something that doesn't even get discussed when you're having sex. And yeah, that's all I gotta say about that.